That's Henry welcoming you to the latest episode / installment of Audio by Venture NY with this new video component that we're also introducing. So welcome. Hello YouTubers, hello website viewers. Let's see. This weekend is the second annual ComplexCon. And being the pseudo hipster person that I am, I naturally always find reasons to dislike stuff. But, it's kind of hard to hate on ComplexCon. I'm not going to lie. It's hard to hate on ComplexCon. And I think it's really interesting how Complex kind of garnered a lot of hate from people, when they were super list heavy with their content. They would be like the top 50 best socks in the NBA right now, like just random craziness. And some of those are entertaining, and it's kind of like following the BuzzFeed model, and it was really easy to get sucked down into that rabbit hole of list. And you end up on one list, and then 30 minutes later you've gone through 15 lists. You're like, damn, what am I still doing on here? But they got a lot of heat for that, and I think that they've been able to shake that. I mean, I feel like I don't hear anybody really mentioning that anymore, and they've really done a really good job at diversifying their content with the Complex News YouTube series, doing the Blueprint series, which is amazing, hosted by Noah Callahan Bever. I'm in the middle of watching one with Pusha T right now. I watched one yesterday with who did I watch on? John Buscemi. There's the Leor Cohen episode just went live not too long ago. So they're doing a lot of really rich content, which is awesome. And it's kind of interesting seeing how things have been transpiring with ComplexCon. And man, I mean, it seems I seen a tweet yesterday where this cat was talking about how ComplexCon just completely fucking stomped out SneakerCon. And my first thought was, damn, that is kind of true. But it's only because it's a con. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's ComplexCon, there's SneakerCon, there's Comic-Con, there's CondomCon, KingCon, there's all types of cons. And ComplexCon is probably like the dopest of the cons. So you could make a good argument for ComplexCon not being better than Comic-Con, depending on the world in which you operate in and your circle of friends and associates. But ComplexCon is kind of like, ComplexCon is the shit, all right? And like I said before, because of my pseudo hipsterness, I often find reasons to dislike stuff. And I might see people at ComplexCon, and I'm like, it's weird. It all gets tied into this, like, this false culture that we often refer to but don't really understand or know how to define. And what is of the culture, what isn't of the culture. It's really all just a bunch of fucking cheap talk, if you ask me. But I just, it's weird because you see all these brands that are buying into ComplexCon 1000%. They're doing exclusive product releases. They're doing like super dope expert panels. I seen Virgil and I think it was Takashi Murakami. They were doing custom t-shirts. Like, they were actually screen printing the shirts there. I'm pretty sure he's done that before at a Nike event for one of the releases or some sort of showcase for one of his Nike collaborations. But I mean, that's dope. I seen everybody, like the 15 years of Nike SB. They had like a glass half pipe with all the classic like sneakers from those different various box collections, the pink boxes, silver boxes, purple boxes, excuse my French. Probably got some Pro Bs in there. Sean Witherspoon had an exclusive pre-release of his Nike Air Max 97/1 collaboration. I seen that somebody was able to gaff a pair of size 12, so holla at you for the finesse. I am not that person, although I do wear a size 12. So if you got those, I'll let you boy. But not really. We do not endorse illegal activities. But shout out to you for finessing the finessement. And probably I'm getting sidetracked because this was such an amazing thing. But I was scrolling on my news feed and I seen that Clark Kent, always one to spread the wealth and share his collection with others and with the world. I guess he wore a pair of the KAWS Jordan 4 collaboration, the Friends and Family edition, the all blacked out pair. He wore those on the first day of ComplexCon, and he, in true Clark Kent fashion, stashed them near a freezer at the hotel that he was staying at, or some hotel. And he was just like, yo, do it up on the gram. Like, yo, these are up for grabs. Whoever wants them, go get them, buy them, wear them, sell them, do whatever you want with them. And like, that was profound. Like, that's low key, like a what's the word? That's low key performance art, you know? And just the fact that he was able to take this shoe that is so highly coveted and just put it out there. Like, fam, he left it at the hotel for free. Let me look this up real quick. I'm sorry. I need to look it up because I need to see what people are selling them for. If anybody is selling that pair, KAWS Jordan 4, bear with me. Excuse me. Friends and Family edition. Maybe Stadium Goods has a pair or something. Let's see. 1 second. I know that sounds horrible. Stadium Goods. Let's see what they're selling them for. They might be on eBay also. Okay. The Air Jordan 4 Retro KAWS. The gray pair is on Stadium Goods right now for, damn, you can finance? Oh, that's craziness. That is crazy. They're taking Fresh Cadet to a new level. But they are listed on Stadium Goods, ranging anywhere from $1,400 up to $1,975. So that Friends and Family pair is even more exclusive than the one that was released to the general public, the Wolf Gray pair. So you can only imagine what that market price value is. And for Clark Kent to just leave them on the side of a freezer, like, that is amazing, man. And that only God's favorite DJ could do that. Somebody who really, has been a part of this sneaker culture for, since its inception, since before there was a culture, when it was like strictly about getting fresh. And Clark Kent is an amazing dude. I mean, I seen him at where was I at? I was at Agenda like a few years, probably like 5 years ago or so. And like super humble dude, and he was great. We just exchanged a few words. It wasn't like, hey, what's up, Clark Kent? It's not my homie or nothing, but from what I can see and from what I know, Clark Kent is a stand-up guy, and I commend him for that act, for that selfless act, leaving a pair of Air Jordan 4 KAWS Friends and Family just stashed on the side of a freezer. Like, fam, what? So that's honestly, that stole the show for me. That was the greatest thing that happened at ComplexCon. Maybe aside from NERD performing with Rihanna and then handing out free 7-inch vinyls. Like, fam, if any of y'all have that, they're already online. They're on eBay. They're on Discogs. But fam, 60 bills for a single, like, I can't do that. This is not that serious. But if you got that, and if you're feeling gracious and you're willing to let that go for, like, you got it for free. Let's be honest. You got it for free. If you're willing to let it go for slightly less, like, you know what I'm saying? Shoot us an email. Just comment below. Let me know what the deal is, because we need those things in our life. But yeah, ComplexCon is amazing. Everything that I've seen so far, like, it's dope seeing different brands come out and putting their all into making their presence felt. And I seen Bodega was doing, they had like a pop-up nail salon and hair salon. Like, I don't know what that has to do with Bodega itself, but I think the Bodega itself is such an integral part of communities that they kind of were like, yo, let's explore these other staples in the communities and local communities, and let's bring that to ComplexCon, which is fire, I seen, again, Sean Witherspoon had He had a guest collaboration. They had a bear brick. They had a bunch of like dope shirts that he had collaborated with a guest on. Was Jeff Staple giving out the what the fuck? Movie recording has been stopped automatically. Let's bring that back. All right, boom. Technical difficulties. Apologies. I'm not sure if Jeff Staple was doing a Pigeon release, an exclusive pre-release there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he did. What else is going on at ComplexCon? I'm not there, so I don't know, but I know Takashi Murakami's there, which is dope. Nigo flew in at ComplexCon. He was at ComplexCon with Pharrell. What else? Everybody's there. Let's be honest. Everybody's there. There's a bunch of dope shit going on. I'm low-key jealous. I'm not gonna lie. I can be honest with myself and with you and admit that I'm a bit jealous that I'm missing out on all the festivities. But this is a motivation to be there next year, and I look forward to seeing what brands do then. You know what I'm saying? One thing that was really interesting. It was funny, honestly. I seen that Concepts. I seen that Concepts were going to be re-releasing their Kennedy New Balance collaboration, which was probably one of their biggest collaborations to date. Probably one of the biggest collaborations New Balance has done, at least, since I can remember, since I've been participating in this sort of thing. So, I seen that they were going to be re-releasing them, and the original picture that I seen was the original same colorway that had released previously, like the same OG colorway, nothing had changed. And I was like, that kind of sucks. Like, nothing is sacred, And I remember even when the Gucci Nike SB was re-released with the resin, the RESN tag on the tongue, and I remember those, like, it just wasn't the same as the Gucci. The Guccis were highly coveted at one point, and they probably still are. But like in the heyday of the Nike SB heyday, the Gucci Nike SB Dunks were everything. Not everything. You get what I'm saying. But I remember when those came out, it just wasn't the same, and you kind of seen the price fluctuate a lot on those, and probably now they're doing good, like a bunch of general releases are with Nike SB. This is my little hint to you right now, or a bit of advice. You should go on eBay and track down all of your Nike SB grails, because the prices dipped for some time and they are slowly climbing back up. So if there are any Nike SBs that you really wanted that you weren't able to get your hands on at one point in time, hit eBay, hit all the secondary marketplaces, third-party marketplaces, etc. See what you can find, because trust me, those prices are going to go back up. They will keep climbing, and it's going to be a bad time to start purchasing them. So, yeah, that's my little segue. But yeah, I seen that Concepts was going to be re-releasing their Kennedy New Balance collaboration, and I was bummed. I was like, damn, nothing sacred. And then I was talking to one of my friends, shout out to Brent, you know what I'm saying, OG, over in Lebanon, holding it down with the Mandem, you get me. Damn, I'm blanking right now. So we were talking about, he mentioned how he has his original pair, and I was like, yo, it's dope. I mean, it's dope that people would be able to get their hands on them, but they could have made like a slight colorway change, and that would have, would have been essentially the same shoe, and people that have the original pair will be able to still, hold on to and cherish those things, and still have their little piece of sneaker history to cool with and wear, or whether they're rocking them or stocking them, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, yo, they could have easily changed that rare hail panel. They could have easily changed that rare hail panel with that was blue on the original pair, and swapped it with the color of the top eyelet, which was red. And so you would have had a red hail panel and a blue top eyelet, and that would have been perfectly fine. I swear to God, literally 3 hours later, maybe 4 hours later, I see the official product shots release, and sure enough, they have they were going to be, or they were planning on releasing the original colorway in addition to a secondary / alternate colorway with the red hail panel and the blue top eyelet, which was exactly what I mentioned. And it's not like, I hate when people are like, yo fam, I had this idea and then Nike or Adidas came out with it or blah blah. Yo, I always said that Bapin Barber, is it Barber or Barbour? I always said that like I remember in the 90s I was just rolling, all I wanted was Bape and Carhartt to collaborate, and then they did mad collaborations, fam. Like, I'm out here trendsetting hashtag fashion, blah blah blah. Like, fam, cool your fucking jets. An idea is an idea is an idea and is an idea. I have ideas all the time, and what do I do when I have an idea? I go online, I look it up, and sure enough, 99.9 motherfucking percent of the time that shit already exists. Am I Am I a trendsetter? Am I a visionary? Hashtag visionary? Are people fucksing with my vision? I don't know. No, probably not. But in any event, me and somebody else were on a similar wavelengths, and we were thinking about the same thing. We had similar ideas, and that's dope. So then, it is what it is. But so don't be that person. Please don't be that person. But, I seen that they were going to be releasing both colorways, which I don't own the original pair of the Kennedy New Balances. It's not really my favorite Concepts collaboration either, but I know what it meant to people, and I know I know where people rank them in terms of their favorite sneaker collaborations. Which, can we talk about collaborations for a second? I remember when there would be like a lead up time to collaborations where you'd have like maybe several months. You would have several months to like think about and dream about these collaborations. You're like counting down. You're thinking about, how am I gonna stack my change so that I can acquire these when they finally do drop. And it's gotten to the point over the past few years where, I don't know, maybe I just wasn't in the know. I don't believe that, because I'm on every website and I'm looking around and I try and stay abreast of what's going on in the industry. But there are so many collaborations that you can miss. You can easily miss like 15,000 collaborations, and I don't know. It's just a little saturated, but that happens whenever an industry blooms and blossoms. So and people have more access to the same stuff that we've liked and coveted for years, and it's easy to feel a way about it. You often see it with musicians where people find an indie artist and they're down with them since their first music project, and then as soon as they blow up, they are quick to throw in the towel and be like, man, I used to like them before everybody else liked them, and now it's not the same, and blah blah. Like, fam, support the people that you support the companies, the artists, the creators, and be happy that they're eating more. You know what I'm saying? I know it sucks as somebody who I don't know if it's necessarily an infatuation with exclusivity and having stuff that other people don't have, but it's fun being part of these little clubs and these unofficial clubs where you see somebody wearing a brand that maybe you know about but your friends don't know about, or something that you're really into but not the rest of the world isn't into. It's kind of dope. It's fun running into those people and chopping it up with them, and just knowing that you guys are on a similar wavelength. But I don't know, it just feels like there's so many collaborations. They come out every single day, it feels like. And quite frankly, I don't know if it's made me become a bit disenchanted with the sneaker industry, because I'm always going to love sneakers. I'm always going to love sneakers and cherish my sneakers. But, it doesn't feel the same as it used to. But don't get me wrong, there are still sneakers that come out throughout the year that I find myself fiending over, and I still appreciate well executed sneaker design and all that. So I'm not sure how much we recorded at this point, but ComplexCon looks like a blast, and I'm sad I missed out. Shout out to everybody that made their way out there. I'm sure you guys are enjoying yourselves. I cannot do anything but stay home and be low-key salty, but I'm working my way through it. I'm talking my way through it right now so I don't resent you all, and hope you guys have fun. Get home safely. Enjoy ComplexCon. Complex, you're killing it. Hats off. all praise is due to the Most High, whoever that is over at Complex. And keep killing it. All right, this is the latest episode of Audio by Venture NY. Look forward to visuals by Venture NY. One of the cameras died, so I'm stuck with just one angle right here, this close-up on my mouth and the mic pause. But, it is what it is. That's it. I'm out. Peace.